Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and I wanted to show you some little belly bands that I saw on somebody's channel the other night. Can't even remember who, but we are going to do some of them. I want to do some for my AJ journal. This is the one, you probably just watched that video. So that is 8 inches tall, so I'm going to use this, and I'm going to cut it. I don't want it quite that wide. So I think I'm going to cut it down to maybe 1 1/4. There we go. And then we'll save this piece for something else. Then the album or the journal is 8 inches tall, so I know our pages are probably going to be 7 3/4. So I'm going to make this 7 3/4. We could always cut it down if we need to later on. It's not a biggie. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a couple of these just out of some scraps that I had when I made that cover. So 1 1/4. I wanted to do this, and then I was going to show you something else that I have for you. Let me get this on that line. Yeah, I know I could put it in the other way, but I'm so used to cutting it this way that sometimes I can't figure out how to do it the other way real quick. Alright, we will put that down, cut that one off, and I think I had one more scrap. Let me see. Yeah, let's do one out of this. Let me grab another scrap right here. I want to do one out of this. This did not come with the AJ kit, but I love this piece of paper. And this is the last one that I have, I think. You know what? I'm going to go this way with it, just because I'm having problems holding it in there that way. So 1 1/4. And then I'll just go ahead and cut it down at 7 3/4. If I need it shorter, I can always do that later. Okay. So that shall work for now. And then, looks like I cut those different. I did. I cut this one wider. This one I think is cut at 1 1/2. That's not a problem. We'll use it anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and ink around this, because I like that ink look. You know me. Then what I want to do, I have some vellum here. I have a little piece of vellum, and I'm going to make a couple of little vellum pockets to put on here. Now they're going to be small, and they're going to hold small tags, but sometimes, you know, I've told you before, that added extra little bit that you do to some of your journals is what makes the journal. So we're going to go ahead and grab this. And I was just thinking, I may have seen this on Hanny's channel the other day. I can't remember. I'm sorry that I can't remember, and I don't really have time right now to go back and look. So, but it's not my original idea, but I think it was a very good idea. Okay, I'm going to cut these off at 2 1/2. So 2 1/2. Now you can use printed vellum if you want. I just didn't have any printed right here at my hand, so I'm just going to use what I have. Now again, we're going to use our Barely Arts glue because this doesn't warp your paper, so we want to use that. Now I want to cut just a tiny little pull in the top of this. So in order to cut a pull in vellum, you need to use a scrap piece of paper behind it, or in front of it, or wherever. So I'm just going to put that there. Oh, that's not the right punch. Anyway, it's not the one I want. And I am just barely going to slide this in there because that little pull is going to be so tiny. There we go. Just got a little bit of a pull in there. Or notch, or what you want to call it. I call it a pull, you call it a notch. Some people call it an opening, some people call it a thumb pull. You guys know what I'm talking about. All right, then we're gonna put that down right there on that. I'm gonna put one up here and then one I'm down a little bit lower. Now you want to run your glue just as close to that edge as you can and as straight as you can, says Edith. Okay. Then you just want to put that down. Now I cut mine the same width as this, so I don't have any, it's not any smaller, so I'm just going to make sure that it goes right up to the edges. And then I'm just going to press it like that to press out any excess glue. And then what I'll do is I'll take my bone folder and I'll just press that down really well like that. And you'll see that there is no warping of the paper, no, you know, wrinkles or anything in there. I think you can see that. Okay, so that's our first little pocket. Then we're going to make another one out of this. And again, I'm just going to put a tiny little pull in the top of it. Little bitty. And then put our ink around. If you don't put your ink around, you're not even going to know that there's a pocket there. But we're going to put a little bit of something on top of the pocket. So, but I want my ink around that anyway. Okay, then you're going to run your glue really close to that edge. Like that. Then you're just going to come down just a little bit and put that one down. Now I am overlapping them just a little bit. You can see my other one stopped here and I'm bringing this one up. So I'm going to overlap them just a little bit, and that's fine. You can do that. Not going to hurt a thing. Not going to hurt it. Okay. Then again, we're going to press that glue in. And there are two little pockets. I know that's very hard for you to see. Let me see if I can change my focus so that we can get it up close for you. Okay, let's see if this works. Oops, all right. There's the little pocket right there. And there is the other one down there. Okay, all right, so let's go back. Always have to remember to go back and take that autofocus off or it makes you sick. Now we're going to make two little tiny tags to go in there. Yes, we are. Let's see. What are we going to make our little tiny tags out of? They could be made out of just about anything, but there's a good piece right there. All right, this needs to be cut down. So I'm just going to grab this little trimmer. See if I can trim it off a little bit with that. I'm going to trim these down to right past 1 inch. So it's going to be about 1 1/8 or 1 1/16. And I'm going to try it first. And I probably will have to cut it down a little bit more. So these are going to be cut down to 1 inch. I can tell you that right now. Because they're not going to fit unless we do. Okay. Now let's see if it fits. Oh yes, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. That's going to go in that one, and it is going to slide in that one. Now we're going to make this a little bit sturdier because this is a thin paper. So I am going to cut another piece that is 1 inch, and I think I'm just going to use the back side of this and cut it at 1 inch. That's just the back side of that B paper, and I'll use the back side on there. And then we shall cut something to back it with. Okay, I'm going to use a little piece of this to back these with. Now let's see how tall we want them. We want this one about that tall right there. And I'm sure the other one will need it about the same height. So I'm just going to lay those together and we'll cut them off at the same time. I told you these are going to be tiny tags, but sometimes there's a place that just calls for something little. Now we'll go ahead and glue these down on here. Well, I'm going to glue on this side so that I can have that back side for writing. I may not get but one of these made, but I have something else I need to show you anyway, so that's okay. Just wanted to show you how these were made real quick, and then we'll go on to something else. Just somebody out there might want to make some of these. Okay, there's that one. Now sometimes my hands have problems with small things, so you may see me struggle a little bit more than what you would do, but these are not hard at all. It's just that my hands don't like little stuff because my hands are big. Okay. Alright, they're nice and sturdy now, but we're going to make sure that they're going to fit. We may have to end up trimming them down since we did make them a little bit thicker, and that's okay if we do. That one goes in there fine. See what the bee does. And that one goes in there fine. Now they're a little tight right now, but they'll loosen up. But that is the little tags. Now I'm just going to cut a little topper. Then we're going to put some glue on there, and I tell you what I'm going to do on the bottom. It makes them slide a lot easier. I'm just going to round this bottom off a little bit. That'll make the tags slide down in there easier anyway. There we go. And I'm not sure what I'm going to put as a little topper on these. Let me think. This one will look much better if we put some kind of flower or something on here, because that one's really plain. This one I don't think I'm going to worry about it because our little bees are showing through. So there is that one. So let's see what we have to put on that might dress it up just a little bit. Keep it from looking plain. Look at this. Let's glue this little piece of vellum right down on the top of that. Yep, that's gonna work. It's just a little piece of vellum that I had cut out of something else. And we're just going to glue it down on there. Let me see which side's the right side. I think this side. And it's got a little rose on there, so that'll help that show up. Okay. Now I want a little tiny number or something on there, so let's grab our little ephemera journal here and see what we might have in here. Tim Holtz has got some little tiny tags on here. This is in his little snippets. I think that little red one will look okay on there. I'm going to put that right there. Let's see, I might need to move it up a little so it'll show. There we go. Hopefully it'll show. If it doesn't, we'll change it around some. Okay, there we go. We've got our two little tags in there. Now let's put a little something on the top of them. I don't really know what, because it's going to have to be tiny. Look at this. We've got two little tiny butterflies. I'm going to glue one on each one of these. And they're not very thick. They are wood, but they're not very thick. So they're not going to add a lot of extra bulk to your journal. Those are cute. But I think I am going to color them. Yes, I am. Let's see. What am I going to color them with? I don't have a lot of markers right here at my desk. Let's see if any of these might work. Yep, this will work. Whoops. This is actually a Cricut marker, but we're going to use it on here to color our butterfly. Okay, I think I'll color the other one a different color. Let's do him in green. No, not that pen. See how he looks in orange. See, I could have got up, if I wasn't so lazy, I could have got up and gone over and got my other markers. And it would have been a lot quicker, but nope, didn't want to do that. Look there. Isn't that cute? All right. Now, I think I want to put some little something on the vellum part. So this is where our other thing that I wanted to show you comes in. Betty has completed some digitals for us. This is the one that's up in the shop. I put it up yesterday. So these are gorgeous. They're going to go so good with our journal because of the greens, all of that greenery. And then this is the one she sent me today. Isn't that pretty? And I was eyeing these stamps right here, and I think I'm going to put a stamp on each one of these. Even though the stamps are in blue, and this is not necessarily in blue, but they're the right size. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. And then that's the other sheet. And I have already put those up in the shop, so you can go over and look at those. And I'm just going to use my little bitty scissors here. And I just printed these out on regular copy paper, because I didn't want to get up and have to change the paper in the printer. I'm tired. So we'll cut those out like that. And then we will do those other pieces that she's got there tomorrow. We'll work on those when we start working on the journal a little bit more. Or the AJ Kit journal. All right. And I think it's going to be this one. Let's see. Let's do it this way. I think it's going to be this one on there. And then maybe the brown one up top. No, I think this number 8. She knows my number. She knows I love 8. And so she has put 8 on a lot of different pieces that she's done for me lately, which is fantastic. All right. Put a little ink on there, a little ink on here. And then again, we're going to use our Barely Arts glue because this is copy paper, but it won't show through, so that will work. Put that right there. Okay, I need to hold it up. See if I got it anywhere near straight. And then we're going to do this one. And we're going to put that one right there. Okay, so look at that. All right, I'll do the focus again so that you can see up close. All right, so that is our little pocket there. That's the little ticket or stamp that Betty made, and there's our little butterflies. And then there's that. So that is our belly band. And when we get our pages put in here, we'll put that down for a belly band. Isn't that going to be cute? And it's got little pockets in there that you can pull. I'm not going to pull on the tab right now because my butterflies are still drying. But you can pull those tabs out and you can have a little secret journaling spot on the back if you want. But it's just a little bit of a different way to make a belly band. But that is it. That's how simple they are. They do take a little bit of time just because you have to cut your little pieces, but sometimes it's worth it when you want that little extra piece on your journal. All right, so I wanted to make sure that I showed you these. I don't think we're going to do another one. This is going to be a very short video. Let me take the autofocus off so it won't make you sick. Okay, I wanted to make sure that I did that for you just to show you how to do those. And then I wanted to show you these pieces. Very, very pretty. I absolutely love these capuchons or ovals. They're so pretty. And then this is file folders. And then she's got some words down here. And then this is the one that we put up yesterday. It's got some different tabs on it, some tickets. More tickets, and then a little pocket that already has your little pull there at the top, and then more little circles that you can punch out with your circle punch, little tickets, and then some journaling pages. So these are a free download, and it's on our blog. That link will be directly below. You can go over there and download them for free. All that we ask is that you make sure that you are a subscriber to our YouTube channel. And I would really appreciate it if you would go ahead and subscribe to the other 2 channels that are listed below. It's not a requirement. I've never made that a requirement before, but Betty is gracious enough to do these for us. She's not charging me anything, which I'm going to pay her anyway, but she's not charging me. But she's gracious enough to do these for us, so I think it would just be a good thing if you guys would go over and subscribe to her channel. And then Melina's channel is down there as well. She helps us out on a lot of this too. So if you'll go and subscribe to all of those, I would appreciate it. And we will talk to you guys later. Don't forget to download your freebies. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.